The best I've ever done in an 82-0 challenge was with the Celtics back in 2K21, and I went 80-2. And honestly, I think we can beat that in 2K21 and maybe possibly get it done. I have a strategic plan I'm going to use. I'm going to go in there, we're going to run it to a T, and we're going to see if we can win 82 games. But before we get into the video, I'm asking for your guys' help. So our channel is at 1,470 subscribers at the time of recording this video. That means we are 30 away from hitting 1,500. Now I need your guys' help to help our channel get to 1,500 before Friday, because Friday's video is going to be a banger. It's a collab. I'm not going to tell you who. You can speculate in the comment section if you want, but we are planning for Friday, and it's going to be huge. So if we can get 1,500 subscribers by Friday, that would be absolutely amazing. I appreciate you all. We've grown so much the past couple weeks. If we keep that going, that would be beautiful. So thank you guys for that. So again, subscribe if you're new, turn on the post notifications, and like the video. But without further ado, let's rebuild the Celtics and try and go undefeated. So we're going to have this season and 2 more after this to try and go 82-0. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead with Jason Tatum here and send him down to the G League. Now, it might cause him to not want to come back, but he is a restricted free agent, so we're going to be able to bring him back. Same thing with Jaylen Brown here. We're going to bring him... Oh, he's already re-signed a contract. Excuse me, not Jaylen Brown. Let's find somebody else we can send down to the G League then. We might not be able to send anybody huge down, so we'll send down like Romeo Langford or something. And now I'm going to go ahead and make some trades with Kemba Walker and also with Gordon Hayward and try and bring in a really good player. We have some draft picks to work with, so we got to go see who is selling and who's rebuilding. So we want to get as many good players in here right now as we can. That way, they never, ever, ever have to worry about them not gelling together. I turn chemistry off because that's what I do with these rebuilds. But still, I want the team to be together for a long time and see if it works out at the beginning to know if I have to fix it towards the end. But who is selling or rebuilding? Nobody on the Hornets that I want. Kings could go try and get De'Aaron Fox, but we'd have to re-sign him. I'm trying to get like a big, big, big fish. But if we could get somebody we could run in the G League like a De'Aaron Fox, I would definitely be interested in doing that. So, see, like, they're buying, but Kyrie's not untouchable. Okay. For some reason, De'Aaron Fox is calling to me, though. So let's go ahead and see what they want for De'Aaron Fox. So let's go over to the Kings and see what they're going to need. He's on the last year of an $8 million contract. Okay. We don't really have anybody we can match up money with straight up. But if I threw you like Kemba and you gave me back like somebody that makes way too much money, like Kent Bazemore, and then I give you like Carson Edwards. They're acquiring 1.69 million too much. So let's remove that. We'll put Kent Bazemore and Yogi Ferrell, and I will give you Carson Edwards, and let's try and give them like Semi Ojeleye. Will they do this? It's not enough. Okay, I got some picks for you, so I'll give you this Bucks pick. And is that enough? It is not. And let's try and give them this 2023 Celtics pick. They did it. Okay, perfect. So we have De'Aaron Fox, who's also going to go down to the G League. We're going to re-sign him after this season, and he's going to be like a 90-something. Also, Jason Tatum is probably going to go down to a small forward, but we'll worry about that later on. So let's try and get somebody for Gordon Hayward. So I'll throw in 2 first-round picks this year with Gordon Hayward and see what's out in the market, but we might try and build our own trade for somebody that makes more sense. All right, so I don't see any young players that it really makes sense. So let's go find another young player. So we're going to want a power forward or a center. So like Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, Jokic, someone like that. So let's try and go see if any of those guys are untouchable. That's the first thing. So Joel Embiid is on the 76ers, and they're buying, and Joel Embiid is untouchable. Okay, so let's go to the Nuggets. Where are the Nuggets at? The Nuggets, Jokic is untouchable as well. So let's go to the Timberwolves. None of these players are untouchable. So if we could get Cat, that would be really nice. So let's try and build a trade for Karl Anthony Towns. So Cat from the Timberwolves. And I will give you Gordon Hayward. So money works. Now we just got to build up some... We just got to build it up a little bit. Romeo Langford, and you give me back, like, Jalen Noel. Not happening. Okay, and I will give you this pick. And I will give you this pick. And I will give you this pick. And... Not happening. Okay, so let's cancel that trade. And let's try again with Cat. We'll give you Gordon Hayward, which is like my main piece I can give you. But I'll also be willing to give you Daniel Tite. He doesn't have much to him. I could give you Marcus Smart. And you give me back James Johnson. Okay, so that might make it a little bit closer. So let's try and get these picks in here. Okay, that's not happening. And another first. What about one more? Okay, that doesn't work out. So what if I give you, like, Grant Williams? Okay, so that's even worse. Okay, so we might not be able to get Cat. So now we should try and find a power forward or a center that we can get that will still really help us. So let's go back to scouting team intel. Is there a good power forward we can get? John Collins, he needs to be re-signed. Bam Adebayo, he's going to need to be re-signed. Gobert, Marvin Bagley. Anthony Davis, we're never going to get AD. Kristaps Porzingis, we could try and get Kristaps. Let's try and do that, because he's usually pretty easy to trade for. So first, let's trade Finder for Kristaps. Sometimes that works out better. So, Jason Tatum, not going to happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and build a trade for Kristaps Porzingis. And I don't know if I'm going to run him at the power forward or the center or what. I'm not really sure. But we'll do that. We'll give you Gordon Hayward. Obviously, they're not going to say yes straight up. Can I do this without giving up my first-round picks in this year's draft? Like, can I do a 2024 pick and a 2022 pick and a 2025 pick? Okay, so they're not going to do that. So let's go back. Let's give them a pick in 2021 and a pick in 2025. Okay, they're not going to do that. Let me give them a pick in 2024. They're not going to do that. Let me get them the pick from 2022. They're not going to do that. What if I gave them a pick from 2025 and 2024? They're still not doing that. What about 2022 on top of that? Wow, they are not going to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and try and give them... Like, does Marcus Smart do anything for you if you give me back, like, Dwight Powell? And then I give you this pick, and this pick, and this 2025 pick as well. Wow, they really don't want to do this. Okay, so what are we going to do with Gordon Hayward then? Let's throw him and 2 firsts in the trade finder just to see what's out there again. There was Kemba, there's DeMar DeRozan. I mean, I just don't know what DeMar does for us here. You know, maybe he's easier to trade. I have no idea. Okay, let's go back to scouting and let's try and find somebody else. This first season's going to take a while because I don't want to lose Gordon Hayward, because he is going to be the reason we can trade for somebody really good. So we were at the Mavericks, so let's keep going. Jokic we're not going to be able to get. Miles Turner's not going to be able to get. Zion's untouchable. Pascal Siakam, we could try and get Pascal Siakam. I think that is the next person I'll probably try and get, unless we can get Ayton somehow. I'm going to try and get Ayton, and if we can't, which I'm guessing we won't be able to, I'm going to go and get Pascal Siakam, because I think I can get Pascal. So let's go to the Suns, and let's throw DeAndre Ayton out here. $10 million. So we're going to have to give Gordon Hayward. We're going to have to take back a big contract. But the thing is, they don't really have a big contract to give back. So give me Rubio, I guess, and I will give you... Yeah, we're not going to be able to make this work. So instead, let's go and propose a trade to... Who was I talking about? The Raptors now? So we'll try and get Siakam, and I will give you Gordon Hayward. And I will give you... Like, do they have a need for Marcus Smart and they can give me back someone not so good on a big contract? Like Norman Powell, I guess? Okay, so we can do something like that. And I will give you a 2022 pick. That pick. And 2025 pick. Okay, what if I take these out and I give you this pick and this pick and this pick? Wow, they really don't want to give me Siakam either. Who am I going to trade for then? Okay, we're going to try and get Ben Simmons, I guess. That's going to be the next person we try and get. So we'll take Ben and we will give you Gordon Hayward. And we'll give you Marcus Smart and you give us back... I gotta sneeze. Alright, like I was saying, we gotta try and trade for Ben Simmons. So we'll take Josh Richardson if that doesn't really help us at all. Anyways, let's just keep going. Give you one pick. I will give you 2 picks. I will give you 3 picks. I will give you literally every pick that I can. Okay, take out Marcus Smart, take out Josh Richardson, and I will give you another pick. They don't want to do that. Who am I going to trade Gordon Hayward for? Alright, so I'm looking at this trade. This is something we could possibly do. Put Lauri Markkanen in the G League. Could trade for Clint Capella, get a first round pick swap, I guess. Run him at the center or the power forward. I'm going to see if we can trade for Lauri Markkanen without giving up these first. So let's try and do that again. So let's go Gordon Hayward. Thing is, we can't really run him in the G League. He's on the last year of his deal too. You know what? Maybe we make this trade for Clint Capella, but let's do this. Let's take out all the picks. Just give me this straight up. Okay. I could have probably gotten something for him. We're going to run Clint at our power forward for now. This season's going to be kind of a wash. I've been recording for like 15 minutes. You guys probably haven't seen 15 minutes so far because I've probably cut things out. But we're going to simulate this season. And we're just going to see how everything goes. I want to make sure our staff is as good as possible, though. We got to make sure we keep Brad Stevens, our assistant GM. Wow, he is trash. That's why we weren't... Dude, that's why I wasn't able to trade for Cat or anyone. Because our assistant GM is literally cheeks, dude. And we're going to fire our trainer as well and bring in Donald Jones. Okay, so let's simulate season number 1. We're probably going to be pretty bad because Tatum and De'Aaron Fox are in the G League. But we might still be pretty decent. I don't know. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so with probably our 2 best players in the G League, we still won 52 games, which is great to see. I'm hoping this team can get close to 82-0. I'm kind of discouraged by the trading for Clint Capella with Gordon Hayward thing, but, you know, that was like the best trade I could find. So, with that being said, we did make the playoffs as the 4 seed up here, but let's check out the stats quick. We got Jaylen Brown with 28 a game. He's not going to do that anymore because Jason Tatum's going to be back and everything, but here are all the stats if you guys were interested. Let's simulate the playoffs and let's see what happens. Doesn't really matter. We're going up against Miami. We beat them. I don't know if the Celtics will do it in real life. I'm rooting for them, but the Bucks win the championship. Giannis is the Finals MVP, and we are going into the NBA Draft Lottery, and we have picks 24 and 25, which is not very good. So, let's go to staff signing. Trainer, Donald Jones, you were good. We're firing you. We're bringing in Randy Martin. $500K, and then let's see here. Yep, we're going to fire you, Eric Brown, and we're going to bring in Michael Williams. And we'll throw him $3 million. Yeah, they're not going to turn down those offers. We got Brad Stevens, which is good. Let's go to the NBA draft, and let's see what we can do here. So, I want to try and do some trades, but we don't really have anything to trade. But I could do, like, our 2 firsts and Clint Capella and see if there's anything out there. Kemba Walker could come back. I don't need him. There's nothing better there. All right. So let's just go ahead and see our 2 firsts. Can that help us move up at all in this year's draft? We could get pick 28 and Jake Layman. I don't want to do that. Okay, so let's just go through the draft. Let's just sim to our pick and see who we can take here. Give me Adrian Young. Perfect. And then also give me the best player left that's not a draft and stash guy. Felipe Rodriguez. All right, and then let's go to the second round. Ron Hamilton, sure. All right, so our guys are a 75 and a 71, and then another 71. Sure, we'll bring them all in. Team player options. Robert Williams, yes. Romeo Langford, yes. Grant Williams, yes. Perfect. And qualifying offers. De'Aaron Fox, Jason Tatum, yes. We're going to bring all of them back. Vincent Poirier, Javonte Green, not going to do that. Now, free agency. So Jason Tatum is restricted. De'Aaron Fox is restricted. Those are the guys we got to bring back. Otherwise, we have Jaylen Brown and Clint Capella. So, we're just going to see if they get offers, I guess. Is that the smart way to do it? Maybe we'll offer them something. He's not interested in negotiating. Neither is Jason Tatum. Okay, he's prepared to accept an offer. We're going to accept that offer. We're going to match that. And Jason Tatum is also prepared. We're going to match that as well. And we signed both of them. And now this is what the roster looks like with those four, which looks great, if you ask me at least. But let's go ahead and see who we can sign in free agency as well. Daniel Tice, we could bring him back. Okay, we'll throw him a contract. Then let's try and bring in Joe Harris. Perfect. And Bryn Forbes. Justin Holiday on the minimum. And Nico Melli on a minimum. And we got him. I think we're good. So, let's go look at all of this here. I wonder how much money we are over the cap. I bet we're a good amount over. 41 million, yeah. Okay, so let's go to player progression. We're done with free agency. Let's see how good Jason Tatum and De'Aaron Fox are. So we got a 93, an 88, 87, 85. Okay, so this team is starting to look pretty decent. I'm going to go to training camps. I'll send some people to camps. We should have 3 because I think I signed a good trainer. Either way, I'll see you guys at the beginning of next season. So we have way too many players on our roster. We have 4 too many. So I'm going to probably trade these 2 rookies, see what I can get for them because, you know, they're good pieces that somebody might give me a pick or something for. Dennis Smith Jr. and a 2022 first. Sounds good to me. Royce O'Neal in the 2022 first. Yeah, there's some options out here. Let's go with Dennis Smith Jr. and a 2022 first-round pick. And we still have too many players, so I got to do something else, too. So we'll take, like, Poirier and try and trade him with, like, Daniel Tice and a second, I guess, and see if we can bring in a solid player. Wow, Al Horford's down to a 77 overall. Steven Adams, as our center, not bad. Ooh, Miles Turner in a first. That's almost like one of those trades you can't pass up, right? Miles Turner in a first-round pick. Okay, we're going to do that. And we still have 1 too many players. So we're going to take Dennis Smith Jr., Marcus Smart, and a 2024 first-round pick. Kuzma and Holmes. Mo Bamba? Dude, that might not be bad. Mo Bamba's like a backup center. Blake Griffin in a first. It's only a 1-year deal. We could eat that contract. Wiggs in a first. He's got 2 years left. Devontae Graham. So Mo Bamba or Blake? I think we're going to go Mo Bamba. But that didn't solve anything because we still have 1 too many players. So we're just going to try and trade Gary Clark for a pick or something if possible. 2024 first. All right, let's get into the seat. We still have 1 too many players. What the? All right, so let's trade away Grant Williams for hopefully a pick of some kind. Okay, so let's trade away Grant Williams and Tremont Waters for a player and a pick or something. Dean Wade, Dwayne Dedman. You know, Dwayne Dedman as like a contract, like a salary filler? That's actually not a bad idea. Let's do that. Okay, so let's get into the season now. This rotation looks pretty good, especially when we go ahead and consider this. If we put Jason Tatum at the small forward, he's a 96 overall. Capella's at this. Let's probably put Turner at the power forward and put Capella back at center. even though I'm probably going to trade one, if not both of them. So starting lineup looks great, but let's go ahead and try and trade Miles Turner and 2 firsts and see if we can bring in a really good player. Chris Paul would help us now, but not in the future, that's for sure. I want to throw some more money with Turner. So if we go ahead, and this is why I brought in Dwayne Dedmon, because he has a big contract. So we go Miles Turner, Dwayne Dedmon, and a first. And we can bring in pretty much no one. Nobody that's really going to help us. I mean, like, Kemba Walker's cool, but we don't need another point guard. So, can we try and trade for, like, Cat or something now? Yeah, Cat's still available. He's only an 88, which is just absolute bonkers to me. But let's try and do it. So, he should be easier to trade for now. Cat, and I will give you Miles Turner. I will also give you Dwayne Dedmon. And you give me back Keelan Martin. Okay, that's not going to work, obviously. But I have picks now, so I'll give you our pick. And this pick. And this pick. And this pick. Okay, we'll take out some of these later picks, and we will give you this pick. And this pick. And this pick. Wow, they really do not want to give me Cat. At all. Okay, so we take Dedmon out, and we give you Mo Bamba, I guess? If I give you Mo Bamba, and I take out a couple of these, or all these picks, what are you doing? What are you saying? Okay, they don't want to do that. Now I'll give you this 2024 pick, and this 2023 pick, and this 2024 pick. Wow, this 2025 pick? Okay, let me take out some of those then, and I will just give you... Not that pick. Which one was really valuable? This one? Okay, this one. And this one, I guess. Wow, okay. If you don't take this trade, you are ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Let's go back and try and get Porzingis now, I guess. So let's go to the Mavericks. We'll take Porzingis off. They have Anthony Davis? Oh my god. Let's take Porzingis off your hands. I'll give you Turner. And I will give you Dwayne Dedmon. And I will give you this first. Okay, and I will also give you this first. And this first. And this first. They agreed to that. Okay, wow, and we kept... Okay. Okay, that's good. We kept Mo Bamba, I believe, as well, right? We did keep Mo Bamba. Okay, so let's take Mo Bamba, change him to a power forward. He's an 84. And let's try and trade him away. So Mo Bamba and Joe Harris and a first. Okay, there's some options. Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson. We'd have to re-sign Mitchell Robinson. Spencer Dinwiddie. Miles Turner. Or we could just keep Mo Bamba too. That's always an option. Will Barton. I think we're straight for now. Let's go look at the rotation. And let's see what we need to do here. So, off the bench, we need to get a point guard, and that's pretty much it. So if we trade like Nico Melli and get a point guard, we should be pretty much set. So let's try and get a backup point guard with Nico Melli and a couple second-round picks. Nico Melli, second, and a second. And what can we get for a backup point guard? I saw Reggie Jackson. Him being a 74 is kind of criminal, honestly, because Reggie Jackson's a much better player than that. But I think he's going to be our option to have at that backup point guard, so let's do that. And let's run this 10-man rotation with this team. Is there anybody I want to run in the G League that I can run in the G League? Mo Bamba can go to the G League. Okay, that's perfect. And he's still got more than 1 year left. And can Romeo Langford go to the G League? We need to bring in another player. Okay, so let's go to free agency. And let's try and bring in... We can only get minimum, guys. So let's try and bring in Shane Jamison. Perfect. And now who do we want to send to the G League with Mo Bamba? I say we send Robert Williams or Romeo Langford. Let's go Romeo Langford. Okay, so let's see this rotation. Let's go 9-man. And let's simulate our season. Defensive system is 4.5 stars. Wow. That's actually great. So let's do that. I will simulate season number 2. Let's see how many wins this team can get. Yo. 74 wins in season number 2. Guys, I don't want to jinx anything. But we could do it. We could do it. We could. But everything has to fall right. Here are all the awards. Arnold Schumacher, Rookie of the Year. Auto-generated guy looking like a taller Mike Bibby. But here are all of the awards. Brad Stevens, Coach of the Year, dude. I am pumped about this. De'Aaron Fox, All-NBA second team. Okay. Jason Tatum, third team. Okay. Alright, so we should be pretty good. We're the 1 seed. Here's my thinking, too. I'll talk to you guys about my thinking a little bit while you look at the stats here. My thinking with this team is, don't worry too much about the bench. Just worry about the starters. Because the bench only plays like 12 minutes a game. Worry about the starters and see if we can win. Alright, I am going to simulate this round. See if we can beat the Knicks. We do. Let's just simulate the whole playoffs because this is not about winning a championship. But we do win it in 5 against the Spurs, and Jason Tatum is the Finals MVP. So that's cool. But let's go ahead. Draft lottery. I don't think we had any picks. We do not. So let's go ahead to the NBA, actually rookie signing. And let's just skip through everything else. We have no rookies. Team player options, Romeo Langford. Of course, we're going to accept that. And then qualifying offers, sure. Okay, so free agencies here. Bird rights on Robert Williams. And do we still have our 5 main guys? Tatum, Porzingis, Fox, Brown, Mo Bamba, Capella. Okay, it's so windy. I got to close my window. All right, we're back. So we got our core 6 guys, then Langford, Harris. All right, so let's go to free agency and see if we can hit on any free agents. Anybody that we can afford, really? Not really. Grant Williams, obviously, we're going to bring him back. I'm trying to bring in Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, see if he goes up as a small forward, maybe. And Rodney Hood, I guess. So let's bring them in. Okay, so we don't have enough for Rondae. That's fine. Let's bring back Reggie Jackson, and let's bring in James Ennis. And we should be pretty much good. So I'm going to simulate to player progression. And let's see how this team actually looks. So I thought I saw Mo Bamba was an 88. He is an 88. Okay. That is very helpful. So I'm going to send some people to training camps. We'll get into the 3rd and final season. I'll see what moves I have to make. But I'm excited for this team. Alright, so this is the lineup we got. Here's our starting lineup. It looks great. I could use a better center, but it looks great for now. I might trade Capella. But then off the bench, we got Bamba, Langford. Great. Robert Williams. Then we got to make a couple moves just to get the right positions on the bench. But, man, this is going to be fun. All right, so let's try and trade Capella. We got first to work with, too. That's the crazy thing. So, Clint Capella. I'll trade also, Rodney Hood and a first. And try and bring in a good center. Trying to find the best center possible. Do we try and go all in again? I'm going to try and go all in again on a center and just see what happens. All right, so I can't really make money match up with anyone, but let's go back with Capella and trade 2 firsts with him. Actually, let's go do the 2 best firsts we have and see if there's anything, because if I can bring in a good center, like this guy with Dinwiddie as a backup point guard makes a lot of sense. I know I said I wasn't going to worry too much about what I do with all of my players on the bench, but it doesn't hurt to try. So let's do this. Well, no, because it doesn't help us upgrade the center spot. That's all I care about. So what if we did this? Who is our center now? So we got Capella and Bamba, and then we have Porzingis. Okay. Let's see if we can trade Mo Bamba and get a better center. Because I'll do that. If we can get a better... Oh, Ben Simmons. I might just have to trade for Ben Simmons, man. Pascal Siakam at the power forward doesn't help me. Devin Booker, shooting guard, doesn't help me. Ben Simmons at the small forward. Jason Tatum at the power forward. We're going to do this trade here. Okay, so that was my thinking. Jason Tatum, power forward. He goes down a couple. We go Porzingis back to center. We go small forward Ben Simmons here. And now this is our starting lineup. And we'll leave Capella in there because that's what they want us to do. And I'm not going to mess with that. Let's just get a point guard and a power forward off the bench. What happens to Taco Fall to power forward? 78. Robert Williams, 80. 81. So we're going to go 81 here. So we just need a point guard off the bench. So let's trade Taco Fall and 2 first-round picks and try and get a backup point guard. There really is not a backup point guard. Wow. Shabazz Napier in a first, I guess. Okay, so we got De'Aaron Fox, Jaylen Brown, Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Clint Capella. Then off the bench, we got Porzingis, Adrian Young, Romeo Langford, Robert Williams, Joe Harris. I'm not sold on this guy being our backup power forward. Where did he go? Adrian Young. So if we take Young with Napier and a first, does that help us get a better backup point guard? No, no, no. All right, it looks like we're running a 9-man rotation. We're going to go bench utilization all the way down. All right, so we got Fox, Brown, Simmons, Tatum, Capella. Then off the bench, Porzingis, Young, Langford, Williams, and Harris. Actually, Harris isn't even in the rotation. Let's check our system. Defense is 4.5 stars. So is balanced. We're going to run defense. We're going to see how this works out. I will simulate this season, and I will see you guys at the end of it. All right, so we have 1 game left. Look at this. We had 1 loss here not very long ago. We're 77-4. But then look at all these W's all the way through. January is when we lost 3 games in January. The season started in December. We lost 3 games in January. We didn't lose another game until May. Let's simulate the rest of this. We went 78-4. That's a dang good record, dude. That is a really good record. I'm not even that mad about that. Here are all of the awards if you guys are interested. We didn't go 82-0, but dude, 78-4 is ridiculous. De'Aaron Fox, All-NBA first team this time. Tatum, second team. Nobody on third team. Ben Simmons, defensive second team. All right. Oh, Jason Tatum made third team. We didn't have anybody on second team. Okay. So, let's simulate the playoffs and just see how we did. But first, the stats. Tatum 26, Fox 25, Brown 23, Simmons 17, Porzingis 15. All right. Let's simulate the playoffs. I think it's going to be impossible to go 82-0. But if you count the playoffs, we won 78 games plus 16 games in the playoffs as we just won the championship. So that is 94-5 because we lost 1 game in the finals. 94-5 for this season. 94-5. That's ridiculous. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It was a ton of fun to do this one. This is my second best record. I don't know if I've done 78-4 before. I think I might have. I think I did 77-5 once for sure. I don't really know, but all I know is 80-2 is our best record in 2K20, but 2K21 78-4 is our best record, and we're going to try and beat that sometime. But I appreciate you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Friday's video is going to be insane. Try and get our channel to 1,500 subs by then. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.